One of the key indicators in the response that realtors give to people when they're asked the question, how's the market, which happens all the time, is absorption rate. So I'm going to tell you what absorption rate is, and I'm going to tell you why it's not perfect, and I'm going to tell you what I do a little bit differently regarding this. So absorption rate is essentially a calculation that tells us how quickly homes are selling, right? So we look at in the last 90 days, at least for me, I want to keep this tight. I want to keep my parameters a little tighter. I'm not going to go back 6 months, 12 months. In the last 90 days, how many homes have sold? And currently, how many homes are on market? Okay, now we're going to run a calculation that tells us if 0 new listings hit market, how long would it take for our current inventory to hit 0? I don't like this for several reasons. Number one, you can dial this in or out to such an extreme in which it skews things where it really doesn't hone in on anything that's actually valuable to you, right? So like, am I looking in your price range in your neighborhood? Am I looking in your price range in your city? Am I just looking at your city? Am I looking at the whole county? What absorption rate actually matters to you, right? All it is one little small piece of the puzzle in the big picture of how do we get your home sold and what should our expectations be, right? And those, again, there's a million other factors that we need to focus on. So this is only something that is like a sniff test to tell you how's the market, right? So it's useful for that. Not, in my opinion, very useful for too much more, but it does come into play again as we kind of set expectations or have to assess, like, why isn't this property selling? Are we out of the norm? Are we, like, what's going on? So what do I do a little bit differently than maybe some other people? The one thing that absorption rate doesn't account for is how many homes are under contract right now. What's pending? What's in contingent status? And that's what I pay more attention to is, okay, I can look at the absorption rate, but then I want to look at that and see, well, how many homes are under contract and how many homes went under contract in the last 10 days, right? So then I can look at that and say, oh, okay, in the last 10 days, we are either having a higher absorption rate than what we've had in the last 90 days or lower, right? So that is a better indicator of getting your finger on the pulse of the market right now today, because that's what actually matters is what's going on today. I don't really care what happened 85 days ago. Who cares? That was 85 days ago. We gotta deal with what we have going on right now. If you want to know about the absorption rate in your area, I would be happy to tell you, but again, it's a small piece of the puzzle. We got so many other things to look at, so much more to discuss, and that's what I really want to do, is help you with all the details, not one silly indicator. That's today's realtor task, absorption rate.